feels like. To try anything else is just too much. I can't try. Truth is, you'll never know until you try. You don't know if the business is going to fail or if it's going to be the next Fortune 500 company because you haven't tried it yet. You don't know if that person is going to be the love of your life or just someone else you dated. But the truth is, you'll never know if you don't try. Some of you haven't joined the tribe. You haven't found your friends. You had a group of friends and you lost that group of friends. And the truth is, you're very, very scared to step out again. Why? Because what happens if I try and it doesn't work? What happens if I try and people aren't there? What happens if I step out and it doesn't happen? What happens? What happens? What happens? What if? What if? What if? Just as many what ifs you have on the negative side, you know there's just as many on the positive side. We never go down this road. What if you start the business and it doesn't work? What if you start the business and it works way beyond what you thought? Right? There's just as much evidence, if not more, on the side of God giving you an idea and it working than Him giving you one and it not working. But for some reason, we live our life in the fear of what happens if I try? Because the honest truth is, this next one, what happens if I try? Point number 2 is, what happens if I try and I fall? What happens if I try and I fall? Now, originally when I wrote these down, the point 2 was fail, but I changed it from fail to fall because it's you either lose or you learn, you decide. You either fail or you grew. You get to decide. And we only make things so binary. We only make it, I'm going to try and it's going to be the best thing ever, or I'm going to try and it's going to absolutely crumble and fail, and that's your only 2 options. Let me tell you, there's a lot of growth in between those 2 options. There's a lot of steps. There's a lot of progress. There's a lot of understanding yourself. There's a lot of figuring things out in between those. And you get to decide, did you lose or did you learn? Did you fall on your face, or was it the greatest thing that ever happened to you because you found out what you were made of? Was it a failure, or did you actually just find out, wow, I was doing that for the wrong reasons? You get to make that decision. It's not the opinion of people. It's not how much money you made. It's not who noticed it and who liked your video after you worked on it and who put it out. That is not the determining factor. You decide that. You decide if it was a failure. You decide what it was. You have to try, and the truth is, after you try, you won't live like you got nothing to lose. You're going to fall. Part of it. You're going to fall. We were having a conversation in the car.